All right, we have made the official T-shirt switch, coming at you. Green with envy, and I like to take a little bit of time every once in a while just to share a little bit better story than I can probably just sit here and tell. So please take a moment. We got a little video we want to show you. Alan, which one are we going to do?
Your choice.
Let's do the original one.
All right.
So original video just kind of gives a little more history, kind of especially how, what's weird is how we took a cocktail show to help raise money for kids for coats. That's an odd story, and it takes a video to explain it. I'm going to let Alan hit it, and we'll see you. We'll be right back. Season 3, episode something or other. Who knows? It's 8, 9, it's 10.
The walk through life is often beautiful for most of us. Imagine, though, if you were without some of the most basic items like food, water, shelter, or warmth. The things most people take for granted, others can struggle to find. Reaching out to those in need can really help them find the beauty in life we all want. The road to help others is a choice. It is something you must think through, something you must work hard at, something you must enjoy. For over a year, Paul and Shelby LeMasters have been creating a cocktail show for all of us to enjoy. Though a serious topic, they have turned charitable giving into a whimsical and laid-back experience every single show. On a recent trip to Asheville, North Carolina, we caught up with Paul and his friends to help us understand the effort it takes to produce and create the cocktail show. This is the story of the Blue Monkey Quarantina Quarantine Cocktail Show. Now, to understand how the cocktail show began, you need to understand the history of how Paul and his family got started in charity work.
Basically, 10 years ago, I decided that it was important for my kids to understand that there was more than receiving for Christmas. So we went out and we bought 4 coats. That was the coat drive. And we bought 4 brand new coats, and we went down to St. Vincent de Paul, and we donated them, and it worked because the following year, my kid said to me, "Are we going to do the coats again?" At which point, I had 2 choices to say, "No, we only give on odd years or whatever year that worked out at," or you say, "Yeah, of course we are." And not only did we do it, but we kind of started this little thing that we didn't realize and we can do better.
And better they did. Over the last 10 years, the Coat Drive organization has made enough money to purchase coats valued between $400,000 and $500,000. That is almost 7,500 brand new coats for those in need.
And we just did a little bit better, and we gave more coats, and that was literally how it all started.
Make no mistake in understanding how work like this is needed for our communities and the immediate positive impact this effort provides to others. The year 2020 started off like any other fundraising year. And then it happened. A new virus called COVID-19 began spreading all over the world. In order to slow the spread, everyone was being required to quarantine. The new restrictions gave Paul a great idea.
And this year, we always are thinking, all right, what do we do? What do we do? And then the quarantine hit. And then I will say this, at no point early on did it click that this would be the fundraiser. And I think, and this will sound a little goofy, whatever word you want to use. But it happened. It worked. So when we started the Quarantine Cocktail Show, so it was day one of the quarantine, DeWine had said, this evening at 9 p.m., all bars will shut down, and that will be it. And of course, where were we when that happened? We were at a bar, a brewery. That sounds better. That sounds less alcoholic. But we were at a brewery, and literally everybody almost remorsed, and we cheersed at the bar. It was like, this is it. This is our last drink in public. And that's when I told Shelby, when we get home, I'm going to make us a quarantini. It had already been out there. I'm not saying I invented the quarantini. It was out there. I'm saying I'm going to make us one when we get home. And that's when, our relationship, and this is how we work, but wait, you need to do this. And that's when Shelby said, let's put it on Facebook. I said, fine. I'd had a few beers. Apparently we were pre-gaming and didn't even know it. And then so we come back and we did what ended up being the first Quarantine Cocktail Show. And at that point, we made our little quarantini. And when we were done, we were like, that was ridiculous. That was silly. And then somebody, and I don't remember who it was, but chimed up and said, you're going to do it again tomorrow, right? Of course we are. And then that rolled night after night after night. And the Quarantine Cocktail Show started. Are you ready? Folks, we're ready. Let's just get rid of the purple elephant in the room tonight.
So after 1 year and well over 100 shows, Paul and Shelby weekly still create the Quarantine Cocktail Show in the Blue Monkey Quarantina for our entertainment. And that family that started donating coats together, yep, they are still side by side trying to help others. People often ask Paul how he puts the show together. He often responds with 8 minutes of preparation. Let's go to Asheville, North Carolina, and see what he really means. Paul has perfected a process that he goes through the day of the show. The most important of the items being which drink to pick, which shirt to wear, and how much pregame to do. Yes, there is real work to do also when it comes to the research and the notes and putting together the graphics for the show. Today is no different. Let's follow the crew around Asheville as they work their way to showtime. First stop of the day, finding some clothing for the show.
Score. put a hint up. 3:49, 4 o'clock. It'll be up. Big show. And it's done. Is it happening?
Oh yeah, now it's happening. Wait, where are we?
Where are we?
Where are we?
Are you ready? Dude, we have got, this is amazing. We have more people watching the show in this room than we do probably the entire Ethernet world of Facebook and YouTube. But here we are, season 3, episode 11. Yeah, show. Folks, here it is. It is 1 year later.
What?
Honest to goodness, 1 year ago we started this crazy drunken thing. I've gone through 2 pig livers that I've had transplanted. It's been something. Let me tell you what we're doing tonight. So we are going quarantine style highball, but we're going Irish whiskey. Oh, did I?
The recipe's over.
Oh, is it up? Wait, hold on. Is it? It's over? No, it's. There it is. See, you guys can't see it, but right here, I've got it. So, yeah, 2 ounces of 4am. Now all we're doing is topping these off. So about 2 ounces of a good whiskey, Irish tonight. Jim, yours has got a flavor in it.
So, as you have just watched, this show was born from the heart. It has been this family's desire to continue to do whatever they can, wherever they are, to not only have fun, but ultimately make a difference in the lives of others.
A year ago when we started it, we did this to add a little bit of laughter and joy as COVID hit, and we wanted to have fun. And here we are with groups of people, and I will tell you, I believe we've delivered.
We have delivered, but
we've had fun, and I want people to continue to deliver. And here's what it reminds me of a story.
Please, what's your story? Once upon a time.
Once upon a time. No, I want everybody to just keep giving, right? You've given to the coat drive, but when you go out, give, have some fun, buy a round. Last night we went out and bought a round of drinks for somebody. Cheers, folks, love you all. Shelby, Chink. Oh boy, that was, yeah, almost bad. Folks,
hey,
we'll see you next Sunday. Found out is when you give the alcohol directly to the children, that is frowned upon. But if I give the alcohol to the adults, so we support the children, that's the loophole. And that's where I live. Here we are. We're back, people. I'm gonna try something here.
Oh, good luck with the. So Norm said he's got to go, but good luck with the stream.
Awesome.
I'm going to donate to the drive later. I'll catch you again as soon as I can. Take care, everyone. Very nice.
Thanks, Norm.
Thanks, Norm. Man, great to meet you, man.
Very nice. Very cool.
That's gonna be our furthest person.
Ireland.
I feel like, is that further than Columbus?
It is.
Okay.
Not very much further.
No, it can't be.
I mean,
Your shirt's so like apple green on the TV out there. It's so funny.
I mean, when we drove to Columbus, it's like 2 hours. But when I flew to Shannon,
Of course.
We flew into Shannon.
Did we fly to Shannon?
Flew into Shannon.
No,
I thought we flew.
Shannon.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that was like 6 hours. So it is the
Little
6 hour
further.
flight's a little longer, a 2 hour drive.
Oh,
Hey, did you hear that they're doing soon direct London flights out of CBG?
No kidding.
Weekend trip.
Weekend.
Yeah,
A
leave on.
London weekend trip.
How fun would that be?
Yeah, I need to talk.
So I will say there's a lot of all the things I will say that I got out of this whole cocktail experience. 2 things. 1, an enlarged liver, which I think who wouldn't be excited about that. And 2 is the fact that I have a newfound interest in finding some of these bars that I talk about that are still in existence today. You know?
Absolutely. Denver woke up.
Yes, he did.
He can't be on camera.
We're still rolling, people.
I'm excited about this one.
I bet you are. Now,
I'm just in
I got to
time.
give Alan a little chance. We got to get her numbers caught up.
We're good.
What do you think of the number thing there? Do you
I
like
like
it?
I like it. It reminds me that we're only a third of the way through.
You know what I remember? I remember when we were a quarter of the way through.
I was
Yes!
going to say, well, at least the third's better than the quarter.
We are officially a third of the way through.
So I know Jim was upset, Jardy, because his cocktail was buried. But you know what? We're also still celebrating
still-
his cocktail because we
Jim.
just got another one. So here we
Love
go.
your cocktail, buddy.
The cocktail that continues to
That cocktail is probably going to continue for the next.
All right, now I got a cold one. So thank you.
Getting brain freeze.
Lovely.
All right. So here we are. Folks, we're at number 25.
That
Rolling.
means you guys have fresh cocktails. That means I get this cocktail.
Oh, interesting. Oh, damn it, Jim. I got your natty light fresh cocktail, and I'm going to miss out. I get to sip it before I hand it over.
Yeah, I can sip it. That's fine.
So here we are. We are at 25. We're rolling. Well, staggering. But I'm going to say we're rolling into cocktail 25.
I don't know. Thanks to Monster, I'm pretty, I could probably
Oh, that's
take a
what I
job
need.
right now. Yeah.
But we're rolling into 25 because the
All
cocktail
right.
is for Rolling's.
Rolling funeral.
Yeah, Rolling's funeral home. So how about that? So great group of people, locations all over. So Greg Rawlings owns Rawlings Funeral Service, and I'm gonna butcher this. And my only hope is that he is asleep right now.
But he's gonna come back and watch.
Oh yeah, he'll come back and watch it. No, I want him to see it because I appreciate this is their first year jumping into this, so they're new to what we do, but they're not local. So again,
Nice.
I'm amazed. Here's what I am. I'm amazed when people outside of where we are say, "I love this and I'm going to help you." And then I'm excited when people local find out about it and are like, "Oh my gosh, it's right here in my community. I'm going to help you." So it's just unreal.
Good people around the world, man.
There are good people that just care and want to help. So, and I think that's awesome.
Just like our newfound friend in Ireland. Just
How about that? So we have somebody in Ireland who's going to donate to help this little coat drive in the U.S.
just good people.
Good people. So, but they're awesome. And the part I believe what he said is, when he got his first funeral home, it was like, I'm going to just stay within 2 hours of driving. So you guys, here's my funeral home. I'm only going to go 2 hours away driving. And he kind of built that. And then he was like, well, I'll just go anywhere that I can fly to in 2 hours. And then it was, here. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, well, if I can get there and, back in a day. And so basically, he's got places all over the U.S. He's fantastic operations. I've been lucky enough to get to do some great fun events with him, including he very wonderful just this past year. Yeah. He let me meet in front of his almost 100 or 100 and some managers and throw profanity at them for a whole day. Yeah, it was fantastic. It was like, I felt like, what was the comedian who was very...
George Carlin?
George Carlin was good, but I was thinking of Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh, that's funny.
Do you remember Andrew Dice Clay?
I do.
Man, hickory dickory dock.
Oh my God.
I'll leave it at that. You can
Bucket a quarter.
Yes. Mary. Oh yeah, there is
Jack
just.
and Jill went up there.
So.
This is who hit one of his locations employees, one of my former coworkers, isn't it?
Might be. Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Jim
Fuller.
Fuller.
Jim Fuller. Yeah.
From South Carolina.
Yeah. Absolutely. And.
That's fantastic.
Yep. Small world.
It really is. Who knew? Death care and eye care.
All wrapped in one. So I was excited to see them on the list. I was very excited to see them. And I was very excited because they, again, I picked times for different reasons. A lot of people... I apologize.
Nope, that's okay.
A lot of people, would think this is not prime time. And it's not. This is hard time. Mm-hmm. But much like what we do, it's behind the scenes. So we need people to be there for all of them.
But funeral directors.
Yeah, we go all the time. But what I really love about them is, without knowing it, they ordered the cocktail that we needed at this hour. Mm-hmm. And that's why they got this time slot. It had nothing to do with anything else. They could have donated $1 million. But when they picked this cocktail, it's like, we're putting this at the witch's hour. And it is, my friends, the espresso martini. Yep, the espresso martini. Needed very much. Now, I will tell you, this cocktail actually has such a fantastic history. We got somebody.
Yeah, Jason Greer. Thank you for the opportunity to help.
They're listening.
That's awesome.
You're welcome.
Did you set your alarm to...
Man, that's fantastic.
Did he set his alarm to dial in, or was he up? I want to know. I want to know the story. And do you know why they call these the witching hours?
No.
Because it's the hours in which they claim that the veil is thin between the worlds.
Oh, because of dusk and dawn.
No, it's between the worlds of living and other. The veil is thinnest, so
ours.
It works for between the veil, the living, and then the other side.
Well, and we got a funeral home sponsored drink.
Correct.
And Jason did say, "Yes, I did."
Thank you, Jason. I love you. You're awesome. I wish I could reach through and give this to him.
So here is our history for our cocktail, the espresso martini. So this is coming out of London. So this is where this was created. Our bartender is Dick Bradsell. So Dick Bradsell, bartender, and he basically has created this cocktail that he's been working on. And he said he built it for who he we got a hunter out there. He built it, and he's never handed or he never gave out the name of the model, but he said it's a model that everybody would know. It's a very famous model. And she came to the bar. It's the cat hour is what it is.
I don't know if they could hear it.
Oh my God, you have to be able to hear that. And apparently this model comes up to the bar and says this, I need a drink that'll wake me up and F me up.
All right.
She didn't say F.
Fire truck.
She said, I need a drink that'll wake me up and fire truck me up.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Sorry.
it's good. It's good. I like it. So he created, at the time, what he called the vodka espresso. But it didn't take off. And then he later changed the name to the pharmaceutical stimulant.
That doesn't work either.
No, it did not.
Pharmaceutical.
Fast forward, and finally, the name that finally took off and where we are today is the espresso martini. And that's what we're going to make today. It's not the hardest cocktail in the world to make, but it does take some steps. Well worth it once you're done, though. So, a little bit of ice, another martini, which is going to be Shelby's happy about. I know you are. So we're going to come in with, first of all, some vodka. Martini, should have given that away a little bit, but all right. Let's do this one. 1.5 ounces of vodka. Ooh. Almost missed a glass. Almost.
An air pour.
Air pour. Start all over. All right, so we're coming in there. Then, coffee liqueur. I guess I got to start pulling out some stuff here. Here we go. How about the classic Kahlua?
What?
Right? Yeah, Kahlua. That's one of the most traditional or recognized coffee liqueurs. 1936 is when this came about. This is not a fake. This isn't one of the fake ones this actually has been around a long time. 1936. I always remember that because it's on the label and it says 1936. So we're going to come in with 3/4 ounce.
Mm.
I know. It already, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got creme de cacao.
Have you ever tasted one of these? You're gonna have to find it if you haven't. But this is why
Probably not. Oh, okay. This is that one.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, all right. Now, creme de cacao comes in a dark and a clear or light. And cacao. And I don't know how to have it. We have both, I think, but I always like the light. It's just easier to work with because there's a lot of drinks. Here's what I can tell you. There's rarely a drink that you need to add something dark to it, but there's many drinks that you don't want to add dark to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's easier to bury this in the flavoring, so, but not to see it. So, 1/4 ounce. Woo. And then my favorite part, yours as well, Shelby, is chilled espresso. Now, what's really fun about this is last year we had to cheat on this a little bit. Now, since we started last year, we bought ourselves a little Nespresso machine. So a little afternoon treat we have are cappuccinos and espresso. Not cappuccinos, espressos in the afternoon.
Our
So
coffee bar upstairs, that Keurig died, so we upgraded to a...
that smells so
Nice.
good. And then Perfect. Let's see it. Then we're going to come in, strain into a martini glass.
This is also probably one that you and Peggy would enjoy.
Now, we got to garnish this. Now, there is actually kind of a rule on how you garnish this, and that's with a coffee bean. Thank you, by the way. Sure. And I'm going to try. This is.
Wait, there's a trick?
It's not a trick, but there's significance.
Yeah. Sorry, people, we're trying to get them to float. There it is. So what we have done is we have placed coffee beans on top. Not one, not two, not four, three. Three coffee beans. And there is a reason for that.
Say, why three?
Why three? So it's more of a tradition. It comes from Sambuca and the fruit of life, but they represent something. And I think it's perfect for anybody, for any business, but I'll give a shout out. So for them, it represents health, wealth, and happiness. So three coffee beans, health, wealth, and happiness.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then there's theories on what you can do. Some people will leave them. Some people will crunch them and eat them. Completely up to you. There's no right or wrong. But anyway, that is your espresso martini. It'll wake you up and fire truck you up at the same time. I have to at least try it.
Absolutely, both of you do. Before I clean it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, when it's done well.
I mean, that is so freaking smooth. I should have made several.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
You want it?
No. You take this.
Oh, here, I'll hand it.
It's so smooth.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can get this into
So that's one of my favorites as well.
Oh, there it is. Right? Yeah. Perfect, right? Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's a good looking drink. Here you go, Chops.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it was your turn for a cocktail. Alan and I got the Natty Lights. So, winner for us.
that's good.
This is not an uncommon. You can find this on menus a lot of places.
Okay.
Just so you know, Peg love this.
Can't believe those beans are floating. It's pretty cool.
That was on it.
I do this as instead of a dessert often. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. So,
Thank you for bringing.
thank you, Rollings.
Yeah, thank you, Ron. Funeral Hall. Oh,
Rawlings. Yes, it's Rollings. It's Rawlings.
Oops, sorry. No.
Right.
no?
Do you want it?
No, it's not inside of a martini. It's not as fantastic.
Cool.
All right, so we get that. Put that back. Wow, on to 26.
Yeah, moving right along.
Moving right along. Just flying by.
Anonymous.
Oh, I know what this is.
Do you have enough space for this?
Yeah, that'll be fine. So we don't have a difficult drink here. Yeah, this is Oh, hey, Shelb, actually, you have the main ingredient in there. This is one of the little side ones for the next drink.
What?
The 7.
Oh, I thought it was cat.
Oh, it is. Never
I
mind.
thought I had it.
Yep, nope, you're on it. I'm off. That was my bad. Yeah, I'm reading wrong. Here we go. Folks, we're coming in. We're going right here. We're going to... Wait.
It's got the cap.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah. Looking. There you go.
All right. There it is.
Jason said, "Looks great. Thank you."
That was an awesome one. That was delicious. So, there's again, I've shared this. There's not a ton of drinks that you get to build in the glass, right?
Okay.
There are some that you have to build in the glass. Any drink that is going to end up. So I gave you 2 rules. There's the 3rd rule. There's a 4th rule. 4th rule is while the clock chimes, you just drink. So, I gave you the 1st rule. If it's all spirits, stir. 2nd rule, get juice in it, shake it. 3rd rule, if it's got soda in it, pour it. Done. That's it. So, and this is going to be one of them. Our cocktail, anonymous, although I'll just say, love you, Kathy. But, fantastic drink. Cat Morgan, star of this one. We're doing a little Captain Morgan's. So Captain and Ginger is a common, but Captain and Diet Ginger. So Captain Coke. Anyway, this is a built in a glass kind of a cocktail. Keep it simple. It's pretty easy. So Captain Morgan, when I was in... Was it a popular one for you? In my college, we did a lot of Captain. No,
I think we were cheaper than that.
Well, that's fair. I mean, I won't say we drank it all the time, but I mean, it was. If we're going to, this was like if you were ordering a fancy cocktail.
Yeah.
Let me say that. You could order like a Captain and Coke or something like that.
I think old Granddad might have been one.
Oh, it's fancy. Wow, you guys are really up there.
It's like $1 all you could drink or something for the
Yeah.
big gallon bottle.
Yeah. So, so Captain, so here's one thing I will tell you. I don't know if it's on the bottle, so I'm making sure it's not on the bottle before I say it, because then that'd be silly. All right. So, Captain Morgan, real or made up for advertising for a rum?
I believe
Well,
it's real.
the fact that you were looking would tell me he's real.
He is real.
Okay.
So, so he's a real guy, but way back, it's actually Sir Henry Morgan is how he started out, 1655.
I would have a problem with it.
And he ended up becoming the lieutenant governor of Jamaica.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, there was no rum back then or anything like that. This actually, this is Seagram, ended up bottling and creating this in 1944. You heard it too.
I did hear it.
So, Captain and Diet, Captain and Coke, Captain and anything.
Captain Morgantown.
I don't want to put that in there, but I'm going to throw it back in here and then spew it out later when nobody's looking.
It's like when you foul a ball off
Yeah,
and they throw it out,
yeah.
it eventually comes back into play.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I've always wondered.
Yeah. I mean, they don't go and get it in the stands if you like.
Right, Billy does.
The catcher hands it up to him, he throws it out, and it comes.
Let's do that one.
I predict within the next 30 minutes we will have physical guests back in here.
You
Yeah.
think? What time are we looking? What kind of guests are getting up at
5?
5 on a Sunday?
I'm
All right.
just telling you.
Water. 2 ounces is about what you want to pour.
I bet this is delicious.
I do too. And then come in.
I mean, we do like a rum and tonic, so I bet you this is a better version of that.
Top it off. And then what I will say is,
What do you need? What am I missing?
nothing. It's right here. I knew I had it. This guy. And then I would say just go with a little lemon twist. Now, I always try to do it right over top, and there's a reason. Can you see all that happening, Alan?
That's why I put my glasses on. In case all that happening came over here.
Like that?
Nice catch. Then we're going to just...
Oh, that smells amazing.
Right?
Oof. So strong.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Look at that. There it is.
There it is.
Captain and Diet Ginger. Captain and Ginger Diet. Oh. You know, the one thing I always forget about Captain Morgan is how smooth it is. So it's a really just strong vanilla.
Mhm.
It's so good.
It is.
I mean, you really could mix it with, vanilla Coke. Like, mix it with Coke to make a vanilla Coke. It's like a vanilla ginger. It's delicious. Thanks, Captain.
Thanks, Captain.
Doesn't work behind the bar.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Number
Yeah.
7.
The cats are getting highly irritated.
Because you're not paying attention to them?
What are we on, 37?
It's not
27.
Oh, 37.
37's way in the future.
Way in the... This is not gonna...
Not going to work?
No. It's trying to rest a foot, but... Oh, well. Oh, trade chip. Sorry. Oh, see grapefruit.
I need to get you some ice on.
Yeah. And then, boy, I tell you one thing. We need some people to come over. We're going to start building up some cocktails in reserve.
No. Let's keep her over there. So she's fine.
Okay.
You know what? The other one might have been.
What's that?
One here. I'll find one here that I really like. Yeah, there's some coming up here.
Okay.
What is that?
Huh?
What is that?
Grapefruit juice.
Man.
I know. We got some good stuff coming up. Well, we've had a lot of good cocktails already. So,
That's weird.
so I heard a door.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who it was.
Right.
Because she's getting ice.
She's getting
I can hear the ice. So either somebody woke up and went outside. I think that was upstairs.
Okay.
Okay, throw that camera in. Is there... Oh, somebody's chatting. Who said something?
I knew it!
I heard something now.
We're gonna move on.
Oh, bad?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You know how every once in a while you get
Here we go. Hey!
I told you.
It's all good.
We don't need to.
No, we don't need to respond to that.
All right, so here we go. We are...
It's a little bit more light than when I was here last year.
Yeah. See, he can't set... Right?
Well, right.
So, I think we have a logo.
We do. I was
All
just
right,
waiting for you
yeah.
to-
Bring it up.
All
Foresight.
right.
So, shout out that this was actually not only so Foresight's awesome. They are in death care, and they do a ton of financial services, help people buy and sell. They do a lot of consulting, really help people kind of grow business. But remember Doug and Vicky?
Yeah.
Doug had mentioned, when's the other? This is his company. So not only do Doug and them go and donate on the personal side, he turns around, he's one of the owners or principals in this company, and they turn around and they also donate through this company.
Doug, again,
I know.
applause all around. Thank
Right?
you.
I know. It's fantastic. So so they do get into the financial world a good bit. They help people. I know that, again, they do a lot of buying and selling. And one of the things they focus on is helping people find financing. You know, I mean, it's people don't realize how hard it is to just go get to buy something. Like, you know, when you want to buy a business that's a few $1 million, you know, the first thing they're going to say is, all right, you know, 10% down. Well, when you hit $1 million, 10% down is 100, and then it's 200, and then it's 300 for a $3 million business. It's tough.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I deal with this too, and people are like, well, I guess I'll have to borrow it. No, it's not how it works. You're not allowed to borrow a down deposit, so it's yours. And they'll say, well, I guess maybe I can get another investor. Well, maybe, but it's got to be free and clear, meaning, and it has to be a true investor. Somebody's like, I'm going to give you this with no strings attached. You don't even have to ever give it back if something goes south. That's not easy to get either. So the idea is, and my hat's off to people out there who take that leap of faith and go out and buy something. It's hard. It's not ever as easy as people think. And they do a great job helping people get to that level because it's a tough level, you know. There's a lot of people who want to do it. There are only a few people who are able to actually do it.
So if I wanted to buy a funeral home, I talked to Doug.
Yes, Doug's your man.
All right.
Shelves, shakers.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
Sorry.
Kelby, you like grapefruit juice?
Hey, anything from you is good.
This would be delicious.
What's that one?
Oh, do you like Captain?
Do you like ginger ale and do you like rum?
Yes.
Yeah.
I pulled myself a natty light from the
absolutely.
natural refrigerator outside, so I didn't know. But I'll start with this.
Come on in. So so I've got some folks that donated, and cheers.
Cheers.
Good to
So
see you,
people.
man.
We got real people.
I know. How are you, man?
I'm well.
Told
Good to
him
see you.
he drove this time.
I drove.
Oh,
It's
smart.
cold.
Yeah, it's cold as
Weather report. It's 34 degrees outside.
So I told you.
Actually, that's warmer than I thought. Denver.
Yeah. No snow this year, though. Not right now.
last year?
I
did. Yes,
Oh.
I recall.
I manifested somebody.
I did it. That's Denver. It's me in Denver.
I know. He's
I
happy.
manifested a person.
You
I
did
said
great.
within 30 minutes.
I know.
And it wasn't even 5. He had to have been already in the car.
It was perfect.
I'm just saying. I manifested.
How's it?
I stole your seat.
No, I remember.
No, he's running the dash. He's running the computers, all the high tech.
So
Although you
he's
can do
awake
this.
this year.
That's fine. It was.
We should get you in here for the whole night. You can do stats.
Oh, he brought stats.
I brought stats, but I'll save it for a little bit later.
You cannot look at them. Right
It'll
now.
throw you off. It'll put you on tilt.
You
Good stats?
Oh, of course.
Oh!
Yeah, so you've got
I gotta
13 hours before you can look at them.
No, I'm gonna look at him before 13.
Wow.
No, you can't. Because you will dive in and you will be focused on.
It might have to wait to a certain half hour. There might be a special.
Yeah, I mean, maybe another video. Are these elders? I'm sure they are. They might even be bigger.
Oh, I should hand them to you.
Is this Alan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kelby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Glad I could help you with the painkiller.
Oh, that was
you.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah. First cocktail. In case you're joining the show, do we have anybody else on still? I know it's
There's
late.
hundreds, if not even 4.
400 people.
Hey, you know what? We
had somebody from Ireland.
Really?
Yeah,
They were
just a little bit ago, and they were chatting. Yeah, all the way from Ireland.
Well, it's different hour there,
Yeah.
of course. They have about 5 hours on us, probably.
We need more Irish people. We do.
They have our size slippers.
I like me some Irish.
How about Irish whiskey? We have that cocktail coming
Come
up
on,
soon.
my name.
Yeah, that's true, McDaniel.
Yeah, McDaniel.
We have a McIrish cocktail coming up soon.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah, actually, it's McNamara. You'll love it.
I don't know.
So should I make this cocktail?
I
Yes.
don't know.
Okay.
I thought you already made
So
it.
no, I was building up to it, and I lost it. But here's the. No, I got a drink. But so I thought the perfect cocktail for these guys,
I don't know how often you start drinking.
the banker's lunch.
5 a.m. on
Okay.
Sundays.
So it's a bit of a you actually might like this. This is kind of almost a riff of almost a martini.
Well, I'm
I know,
finishing up
you-
one, so
I
I
know.
might as well
You'll be-
start on to another.
All right, well let's.
This is my third in a row.
Oh, you got a good ice bath.
Yeah, I went upstairs. I thought I'd mess with the boys upstairs. Not.
They're still out?
Oh, I'm surprised you can't
Unbelievable.
hear them snoring from here.
Well, at least
That's
upstairs
fine.
this year snoring.
No, it's the chefs.
The chefs.
Yeah. All right, 1.5 ounces vodka. Good stuff, right?
Yeah, when last year you were sleeping on the couch when Calvin came out.
Oh yeah. What? Sleeping? You
It's
didn't
not a
sleep.
bad thing. I mean, if I'd have given you another half an hour, if I'd have queued it up exactly when I was here last year, you might have
It was
been.
a nap.
But
Yeah,
you're-
I feel better this year than last year.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you are. Yes, you are. In
Half ounce vermouth. What you guys are.
Thank you. All right.
Again, we're on pace for basically a bit of a martini right now, right?
Yes,
Vodka,
yes.
vermouth.
Yes.
Then we're going to come in with Grand Marnier.
So I can tell you exactly why this would be a martini because I remember the name of the drink. Banker's lunch.
Banker's lunch.
So, do you not know that
Half ounce.
martini lunches were what bankers?
Oh, you're right.
My grandfather was a banker.
You're right.
Absolutely.
And again, this is a bit of a little bit of a riff. And then we're coming in with some fresh OJ grapefruit juice.
Although that one's a little odd for me to see.
And we're going to go
It should be a banker's breakfast.
1.5 ounces. There it is. Just because if I don't, I'll knock it over and spill it. I mean, it's just,
And I'll smell like grapefruit.
it's.
There it is.
The training involved.
I know.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some physical therapy going to happen later for him.
I'm going to end up with monkey shoulder.
Monkey shoulder.
Nice.
So we're going to just take a little rocks glass. So
Oh,
one
wait, I hear somebody stirring.
moving.
I bet you it's Peggy. 5 o'clock.
Yeah, could be.
Unless there's another human one. I mean, yeah.
Boom.
That's
Boom.
pretty.
Right? Garnish. We're going to come in with a grapefruit twist.
I'm so glad you came over, Kelly.
I know.
Come
Thank
on.
you.
This was one of those where it's like, oh. And I hope I haven't missed it. I hope it wasn't,
Yes.
Friday night. I remembered it was coming.
Ooh, that smells good too.
Right? We're gonna.
We might make an appearance in 12 hours.
Oh, I hope so.
With somebody else.
I hope so.
With Tiffany.
I would love that.
We have.
You guys probably got stuff going on today, but come back.
There is, I believe the Bengals play this afternoon, late afternoon.
Yeah, 4:15, 4:30.
4:15. They're the 4.
Oh.
So
Come after, come before, come.
Yes.
it'll be hard.
No, I'll have it on here.
Yeah.
There
So
you
I'll
go.
be fine.
Yeah, no, seriously, I would love to have her over.
She wants, I told her my plans last night, and she said I would be solo for the morning.
5 8. Yeah. Right.
Tell her, I appreciate that. Because I wouldn't.
All right. We're gonna try
I
to make
love
the
you
perfect
for
twist. You ready?
Yep.
I'm foolish enough.
Oh, that's pretty good.
All right. That's a twist.
Oh, that smells amazing.
I know, it smells great.
Well, here it is.
Oh.
Banker's lunch.
It smells like baker's breakfast.
Cheers.
Well done.
Let's see how it is. Oh,
Yeah, it smells super fresh.
yeah. No, it is. And that orange liqueur cuts the tartness.
I bet. And the vermouth.
Yeah. Oh, it's smooth. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to taste it?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll have to stay away from grapefruit.
Mm-mm.
Oh, the grapefruit.
Oh.
This goes back to your. This is your beer thing.
I'm going to stick that there.
This is because you don't like. What's your number? You have a number. IBU number.
Oh, no, medications.
No, medications. There's certain medications.
There's heart medications that you can't
Really?
do.
Oh, I thought this was the tartness
No.
thing.
This is a statin.
It's a
if
statin
you take
thing.
statins, don't take
Yeah,
grapefruit.
you don't.
Really? Okay.
Ugh.
It
I hope that
neutralizes or
Malort
something?
isn't bad for you. I know you're a big fan of the Malort.
You know,
Oh, my
I'm gonna have to
lord.
call it. Oh my
Oh,
lord!
Malort.
Oh, my lord.
All right, next one. And thank you to Foresight.
Oh my God, this one.
Yes.
I picked it too. That's the worst part. Like there were cocktails where I was like, I had free reign. I could pick anything in the world. And then I pick. I know this is. I will tell you, this is probably one of the hardest drinks. It's good, but it's just. It ain't easy.
Why'd you pick it?
I mean, what else do you pick? So this is for ICCFA,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So again, do a lot of work. Been with them. I actually serve as general counsel for ICCFA. So that's one of my. I don't know what. I don't know if it's a claim to fame or.
Is there a
just-
specific counsel and you're just the general one? Or
Yeah, there's a good counsel. There's a great counsel. There's like some guy who's amazing counsel.
Okay.
And then
But
there's
you're-
a specialist counsel, and there's like this awesome counsel, and then
You're
I got general.
General.
I got general
General.
counsel. It's like, what do we got left? Skip Paul here. What are we gonna do? General.
Give him the general one.
Yeah, and it's not like general. It's like, yeah, you can do this. You know, it's kind of like clean it up.
It
you
sounds
know,
important though.
it could be. If you didn't know about the other 20 higher up
The other
councils,
specific ones.
general would sound good, but it's
All right.
not great.
Best of luck.
It's easy to laugh at all this when there's only 3 other people.
Are you
300.
Three now. We
as general, are you the warm up act? Like when you go, if there is an event, are you the paperwork starter?
Yeah, I'm the
And
one
then
that
you
sits
hand
on the
off.
corner of the couch. Yeah,
You got a
Yeah.
seat.
I
but
got a
not
seat. Yeah,
immediately beside.
no, out of the camera view most of the time.
If we had to go,
You'd have to pan over to see me.
You get to go into judges' chambers if there is something to go.
I carry the books. I carry the briefs. It's like, Paul, go get this. Got it.
You
Coming.
carry the football. You
Yeah.
carry the football.
Yeah. But no, I enjoy doing work with them. Actually, I've been with them a long time, and I really kind of put my time in. You know, you would appreciate this. Watching Max
Okay.
for football. He put his time in, sat on that sideline, waited and waited, and he got his chance, and he rocked it. I did the same thing with ICCFA. I put my time in, I sat back, I did the programs, and I just did all my things, and then he finally came in and said, now it's your turn. And I said, I will do you proud. So that's what I tried to do. And I enjoy it. So the ICCFA, for those of you out there, it's the International Cemetery Cremation Funeral Association. So we basically, our membership includes cemeteries, crematories, funeral homes, plus suppliers all over the world. So we have clients basically, we have all, I'd love to say we have all over Europe, but mostly South America, North America, Canada. We do have some European members, but those are our biggest. Australia, we have a lot of Australia, so it's fun. Yeah, I keep pushing them to do more international stuff. I feel like I need to make a presence for us in Australia. I feel like that
would be a good place to go.
I think that's a needed area. What do you think, Shelbs?
Yes, what? South America?
No, Australia.
Oh, yes.
We did go to South America though.
We did.
Where did we go?
Guatemala.
That's right.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
This month.
Wow. So I knew we went. I felt that was pretty good. I think
6 years ago this month.
I didn't know all those
only
details.
because it was 6 years ago when I
Right
cut
before.
off my hair. Coffee
Yes.
needs to come on deck soon. I can do that.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Does this ICCFA have a yearly trade show or convention or meeting?
You know we do. We have several. We have an annual, which is our big one.
Okay.
And so this year coming up, it'll be in Kansas City. So we've had, we do the Vegas one, we do Kansas City. You're curious about it.
There's a great restaurant in Kansas City we can get you to.
I want to know.
Okay.
But yeah, it's and it's exactly what you thought. There are booths with caskets and urns and hearses and monuments, and there's a company that brings an entire build out of what a retort like for cremation.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's anything and everything you can imagine.
The cat's pajamas of
it is. It's the
industry.
bee's knees also of it's all that.
Nice. I would say, is there an Australia side or a South America side you might need to
I feel
represent?
I know. I need to. So there are groups there, and it's very unique. When you go to another culture, the level of things like cremation or it changes drastically.
Oh.
So some countries are huge and some are not. So South America, not huge cremation, but what they are is very fast funerals, meaning they go into the funerals very quickly. Oh, you found a cat. So anyway, for this group, for ICCFA, when I think of cocktails that would be appropriate, there really is, it's not that there's only one, but there is a cocktail that is perfect, and that is the Death in the Afternoon cocktail. And not only is it, I poke, it's not that it's a harsh cocktail. It actually tastes good, but it's a bit potent.
It is potent. It's delicious.
It is delicious. But it comes from one of my favorite cocktail individuals who most people don't realize actually created some of his own cocktails, but that's Ernest Hemingway. Mm-hmm. So Ernest Hemingway, Papa's, we like to call him, he actually created this cocktail. So he wrote the book, 1932, Death in the Afternoon, and it references, and he actually, again, not only was he I think everybody kind of knows he was a big drinker, but he had a particular, what's that? Fondness, thank you, for champagne.
And
well, yeah, and
the Green Fairy.
Yeah, the Green Fairy. So he liked his absinthe, he liked the champagne, and he put them together in Death in the Afternoon. It is quite the simple cocktail, And there is an order to make the cocktail. And so normally, and we'll do this later, we have another, at least one for sure, absinthe drink coming up.
Oh, absolutely.
Normally, it's described as drops or rinses or dashes. That's the normal when you have absinthe. That's kind of what's used. Not Papa. No, Papa.
Full on in.
Yeah. He went with
water.
1.5 ounces of absinthe.
Seems like a lot.
It's
is.
heavy. Oh. So there's your green fairy. That's a lot of absinthe.
It is green.
It is.
It is. Yeah. So you can smell it from here, can you smell that licorice, kind of that black licorice, anise. Again, always being very careful.
Be careful.
Anise flavored.
Don't Google anise.
No, don't.
What?
What I did. And then champagne,
My
Prosecco.
name is what?
Now, there is a fun thing. So we've had some science cocktails, right? So this will be another one. I'm going to move this so you can see this. This is kind of cool. This is actually, it's referred to as the ouzo effect. And Hemingway described it that you would add champagne until it hit the perfect opalescent. Opal. So like kind of that pearly.
Yes.
So what happens is when you add liquid to certain liqueurs, absinthe is one, ouzo is another one, they kind of turn into this kind of milky. So right now it's still kind of clear, right? See how it's still clear? But eventually it'll, did you see it go? See how it just went? Now it went from clear to this. See how it's got that beautiful hue to it? Can you see it?
Yeah.
So that's the point where Hemingway says, now it's ready to drink. And this will cure all. This was a hangover cure.
Hence the reason why it's at 5 in the morning.
So, anyway. I mean, it's good. It's basically, imagine a liquid black jelly bean, fizzy.
Oh.
So, do you like black jelly beans?
No, thank you.
Would you like to taste it, though?
No, thank you.
All right.
So that is the Death in the Afternoon. Our shout out to ICCFA and all they do in helping us. And I know several of those folks have also donated and helped us. So
We tucked in
Very
some
nice.
how are we doing on? I know we're a little bit behind.
Is this
We're
is this
on
the
time.
Stranger
Really?
Cat that you meant?
Yes.
That caught up.
This is new.
We were behind, but that
Newt.
Oh, nice.
He's
Awesome.
like, oh, Mom, you got up.
going to 29.
29. All right, hold on. I'm gonna let
Shelby, what
somebody
do you need
else
from me on the
I
coffee?
need
save that
a
one for
pot
somebody.
of coffee started for me, please.
Oh, for the
Yeah.
we're
Just so I have it.
I think you're fine for me to leave right now. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta do something.
Uh-oh. Wait, what's coming up? You need to wait.
I do.
I know. Yeah. Dave, if you're still up, we got one for you. Right?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. This is a fun
I
one.
think I got everything.
I have no doubt you did.
Sorry about all that.
So, I don't know how much of the show you've been seeing, but so 75 cocktails.
75.
The most, so I let anybody order whatever they want. And, or I'll pick it for you if you ask. For some odd reason, this year, the most common cocktail request we got was old fashioned. And here we are. This is our fifth one now.
Yeah.
Is it the fifth one?
Yeah.
So this is our fifth old fashioned. Now, when we do an old fashioned, we do it right. So old fashioned it up. So there you go. That's our old fashioned. Cue the old time, ragtime, saloon piano bar. And what we've done is we started off with an original old fashioned, and we went from the original old fashioned to
Thank you.
um,
Do you need a mixer?
nope, it's old fashioned.
Oh, you got the.
Yeah, we're good. Do you remember what what was the first old fashioned we did? Well, we did the original.
We did the original.
And then we did a campfire.
Yes.
So we did one. We added a little mezcal to it, so it would get smoky.
Yeah.
Because it was for their camp. So
Nice.
then we had somebody in Washington. So I thought of forests and trees and maple. So we did a maple old fashioned.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had somebody in Florida. So we did an orange old
That was
fashioned.
amazing.
That's one of my favorites so far. So this next one, and of all the ones where I have some reason I don't have a reason for this other than I just think it's going to taste really great. And what we were doing is an apple old fashioned.
Wow.
And we're going to mix it up a little bit. So this is going out to our sick little guy, Dave Zonheiser, who's called in. He's called in twice.
Yes.
He has. He gave us the 3:30 a.m. call.
He did. He kept us alive before he got here. Kelby got here.
Yeah, he did.
He was our lifeline.
He was. We needed it. I know. It's happening. But
Do you need a monster?
oh, I did. Yeah, I meant to get one. I'll wait till after this. We're fine.
I don't want to slow the show, but this is
You can't.
tremendously. You're
Per
you're much more present than you were a year ago.
Oh, good to know.
The set, that for folks who don't know, the room is the same, but the set design has changed a little.
Okay.
Behind the camera has changed quite a bit. This was not what I was expecting for me personally, but I love the presentation. You were leaning hard on the bar last year when I came at this hour, and
you're kind of dancing around there now.
and you have a pep in your step.
Well, not bad for 5 a.m.
You are
5:20.
5:20.
Oh man, we're almost. If we get to 6, it's
Yeah, but you're approaching halfway
we are
within striking distance.
You're right, because once we hit 8, it's all downhill from there. I love it. Yeah, we're getting close. It's not bad, So Shelby wants to do it again next year,
No, she does
and
not.
she wants to do 100 cocktails.
No, she does not.
in 24 hours.
Not even sort of.
That we can line up volunteers to help
Yep.
if you wanted to do something like that.
What the requirement is
Massage.
masseuse coming in at some point during the later part of Sunday today.
Yeah.
But before the conversation ever starts, we have to have hit a $10,000.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
We're at 60.
We're at six, a little over $6,000 that we've gotten. All the phone, just people calling in.
So, I mean, there's got to be a stretch goal here.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not cheap.
I'm confident.
Not cheap.
No one said you were.
Just saying.
So no, I think we'll get there. I know we will.
I got cats to feed.
Yeah, no comment. So, all right, here we
I
go.
was gonna say 2 dogs. Denver and this one, the Fluffer.
Right.
Yeah, he is like a dog.
We greeted
You
the
know?
neighbors.
Right.
I get a text message about this orange creature. Like, do you know who the owner of this one is? And I was like, let me ask. So it's great about being connected in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's chipped to us now.
Just went right out the door, met the dog and the walker,
Yeah.
hung out.
I know who that
So
is.
it's in the front yard?
Yes.
It was not a couple streets over. It was this street.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was back street. Oh,
That
that's
makes me
good.
feel better.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh.
No, didn't wander. They'd come around the block and
Oh, that's it.
they were greeted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Checked out.
He's
The normal four-legged creature thing. Checked each other out. And
He's an ambassador.
yes. Okay.
So the funny part is that he just showed up and
Really?
doing that exact thing.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
he was not.
We did not
did
bring
not-
him. He just showed
No.
up.
Huh.
And he's like, I'm here. This is my place. Now, he isn't in and out. He's not committed to being inside all the time, although it's very cold and he's like, ooh, don't really like being out here. So let's see, but he's very much like, this is my range. So thank you for sharing. And I know nobody cared about this online, but I was concerned that I thought it was.
If somebody calls in and complains, I'll let you know.
I thought he was hanging out over there.
No.
Operator standing by.
Yeah, no, okay. Because this is his yard. He likes to monitor all of it. Yeah. He lived under the corner of the house for a while before we figured out where he was.
That's true.
He's a nutty cat.
This is his dojo.
It is
You're
his dojo.
all
So his name's Newt.
perfect.
Little fire Newt. Newtican Skywalker.
All right. Shall we throw out Dave's cocktail? You ready for this one?
I am now.
All right. Here we go. So.
How is Sicky?
Huh?
How's the sick boy?
I know. I wish I could go deliver this to him, but he's gonna like this because he just got this. A friend of ours, I used to work with him, attorney, and he just won a bourbon basket with some really great bourbons.
I saw that. It looked amazing.
I know. So we're gonna help him come up with some ideas.
Thank you.
All right, Alan. You know how it goes. First thing we need, sugar.
Sugar.
However,
Dun, dun, dun,
this one's
honey,
different
honey. No honey,
because
cinnamon.
we're gonna go with a cinnamon syrup,
Delicious.
right? So.
I'm sorry, he's got a purple sweatshirt on. If you're, wait, so okay, you're good.
All right, so half ounce of.
I always thought you were a Xavier guy. That's because who paid you.
Alan, a little water,
A little bit.
just a little splash.
Yep.
Alan's become a master on
Well, there's-
how old fashions are
Let's
made.
do it old fashioned now.
Oh,
His sleep.
Well, this is number 5, number 6.
Yeah.
You said
5, yeah. bitters.
The tilt is that's a
One,
count as
two.
one. It's 3. Tilt's 1.
Now,
Spoon.
I have to ask.
Then we're gonna come in with bourbon. Basil Hayden. We're still doing it. We're gonna finish this. Well, you know what? For as many as we've done, it doesn't really,
It's a good bourbon.
2 ounces. 1, 2.
It's a pretty nice bourbon.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's been delicious. And then we're gonna come in. So here's what we're doing for the apple to punch it up a little bit. We're gonna go with Applejack.
This is going to be delicious.
Yeah. So Applejack. So it's an apple brandy. We used this a long time ago.
Yes.
And so how they make Applejack, well, that's how they used to make it, is that they would make an apple brandy, and then they use, I'm going to forget the name of what it's called, but basically what they do is they freeze it. And what happens is the water then, you freeze it, you lift it off, and then that concentrates it. So instead of boiling it off, you freeze off the water part of it, and that's how they distill it down to get it to its proof. And we're just going to do a half an ounce of that. that's going to be our little mix. So our apple brandy, then orange. We're still sticking with our orange. Oh, man.
Nobody else. A little busy.
He's been ignored for a few hours.
Can't believe he's awake.
Oh, you know what?
Wait, yeah.
How? Oh, no.
I know. I'll get a cube. You want a ball?
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I feel like this one deserves it.
Sennheiser?
Yeah, I think it, yeah.
100%.
Sennheiser gets the right cube for this.
He does. I'll put a cat down for that.
All right.
Must be a special person. Getting the full service treatment.
Nothing but the best. Although we have decided that, you know, if you really broke this whole idea down, it really is kind of crazy. It's like you donate to get a delicious cocktail that we drink for you. Like, you imagine walking into a bar and like paying not just top dollar, like beyond top dollar, and saying, I would like an old fashioned. And the bartender says, I got it, makes it up, and says, thank you. And then drinks it in front of you. Because that's what we're doing. Boop. I'm getting better with placing these in though. Oh, that's it.
They make refrigerators now that make those.
We looked at one. I felt bad like buying a refrigerator just for cubes of ice, but I did look at it. So I'll be honest, you know what, where these came, so I have a mold to make them. And that's not what these are. We were out, you can buy like these in the store now.
Really?
Pre-made.
Like
ice.
Home City Ice type thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you're going to get ice, it should be Home City ice.
Absolutely.
Tell you what, it's a good looking cube though. All right, so now I will say if I could do this over, but I just didn't have time, you could have actually garnished this even with the apple, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got. Oh, it's so clear though. I mean, you have to admit that's a good looking ice. Like when you can.
Well, that's why I said Home City, because
Yeah.
you can see like all the way through it.
I mean, they should be our sponsor next year. Home City Ice next year. Oh, wow. That cinnamon gives a little heat. That's good.
Like Fireball.
Are you an old-fashioned kind of guy?
I know where you're coming from. Sure.
Oh, God, yeah.
You were enjoying it so much. I didn't.
No, I enjoy every one of them. I can't do all of them. Absolutely. Let's see what you think. So that's got that cinnamon. It's almost a bit of a... Yeah, it's there. It's good.
All right.
All right, boom, boom. How we doing?
We are early.
What do we got? One left?
Hmm?
Oh, you know what we could do?
What?
Let's share a little video before we finish up the hour.
Okay. You mean do this one and then?
No, let's do one now,
All right.
and then we'll finish up.
Which one do you want to see?
Let's do the new one.
All right.
So, you know, because we have different people that hop in different times, and one of the things we want people to see is how this all works, because it isn't all like we don't raise money and then buy a bunch of coats and then boom, we're done. I mean, there's a process. I mean, we have to, you know, not only raise the money, then we have to talk to these schools. So we're up to basically almost, I think we're at 7 different organizations, St. Vincent de Paul, several schools. We have the refugees of Cincinnati. So we work with a lot of different groups. And all of those groups, basically, we reach out and say, we're getting ready to do this. Actually, step back. A lot of times they call us and they say, are you going to do it again this year? We're really in need. And, we've been able to say yes every year. And normally we pick up a new place every year. So they call, they tell us what they need. We have an online order form. Mm-hmm. They go in and they say, we need this many size 2Ts and 3Ts and 4Ts. And they fill out the order form. Then once we get all of these different organizations and get all their orders, then we turn around, we're able to then get the coats sent to us. And they don't come, nice and neat they come in boxes on pallets. And this year we had 8 pallets,
Wow.
And then we you got to open every box, open every coat, because they're all individually wrapped, and break them down and organize them. And it's a lot of work. It's good work and it's fun and we enjoy it. But I think this video kind of helps lay out all the people, because we've been lucky, because Max and Chloe, as they've gotten older, they step up more and more, and they're friends. So they've brought their friends on board, everything. So it's pretty awesome. So yeah, let's share it.
From behind a bar, Paul Lemasters is serving up cocktails for coats. He's using what started as a way to get through COVID-19 lockdown to now raise money for coats this winter.
I'm naive in many ways. And when we first did this and we started, they got more and more. And I thought, well, we're going to run out of people to give coats to. And you don't, because every year somebody needs a new coat.
12 years ago, he started the LC Coat Drive, though it's grown into quite the operation, donating 5,000 new coats to St. Vincent de Paul most recently. When it started, it was just a family affair.
This started off really with teaching my kids the art of giving back. We did 4 coats one year. 4 coats, and we bought new coats, took them to St. Vincent de Paul. I wanted my kids to see what that was like.
And it stuck. He didn't expect the reaction 1 year later.
And the next year, my kids kind of threw it back at me and said, hey, are we giving more coats this year? No, what do you say? No. So you said, yeah, of course we are. And we're going to do a little bit more. And it's been a great feeling, because not only have we grown it within our family, now it's bigger than us.
This year, he's going old-fashioned with a 24-hour telethon. You can catch it on his Facebook or YouTube. And while he collects cash, he's serving up 50 cocktails from Saturday to Sunday night. It's a fun twist on what he's found is a real necessity for so many.
I know the demand. We get calls from schools and local organizations asking, can you bring us 50 coats, 100 coats? And I'm honored and humbled when we're able to say, yes, we can.
As we move into winter, St. Vincent de Paul is gearing up to help the less fortunate. Fox 19 Now's Jordan Valines is live at the West End YMCA with how folks can get a free coat today. And the time is now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They're about to start opening the doors here into this gym any minute. I just heard them actually make an announcement a few seconds ago. We saw that line earlier. Again, even before the doors opened, there were dozens of people lined up to get a winter coat. Of course, with these temperatures dropping, that's what's imperative. But you know what, Jessica? I want to point out something that's even more imperative that I find so inspiring this morning, and that is this gentleman right here. We're talking to a man named Paul. Okay, this guy, you guys are not going to believe this. This guy came in and donated hundreds of coats. Paul, talk to me about, the incredible success that you've had in being able to accomplish this goal today.
We started off years ago. We just donated as a family 4 coats.
Yeah.
And we liked it, wanted to do more. Kids pushed. And so we just, every year we grew it, and I started asking for people to donate money.
Right.
And so we raise, almost $20,000 every year.
Wow.
And then we go to Old Navy and we buy new coats. And this was our largest year. We were able to buy 750 brand new coats, and then we bring them down and give them away.
Paul, the miracle maker, right here on this Saturday morning. Thank you so much, Paul. I'll toss it back to you guys. But, we did talk with Paul earlier, so you're going to be able to hear from him throughout the day and also on tonight's newscast as well. For now, reporting live, Jordan Valines, Fox 19 Now.
At least 3 Old Navies today, and we'll probably clean each one of them out.
When Paul Masters walks into a store, he brings a team of power shoppers with him.
All right, you got boys? We have 3 of these.
They literally clear the racks of coats, stocking up on bargains for a good cause. Paul says it started as a gesture to teach his kids about giving.
About 8 years ago, it was a little thing with the family. Took the kids, said, this year we're not, buying stuff for us. Let's buy. So we literally bought 4 coats. Enough for hopefully a family.
It snowballed from there, eventually turning into an avalanche of giving.
We just kind of kept growing from there until eventually we were at 500 coats. We ended up donating then 6, 7. Last year was 800 brand new coats. So it's been pretty amazing.
They were out hitting the stores today for the same reason a lot of people were, for the big discounts. And they know that getting out and doing this in person really kicks off the holiday spirit, not just for their family, but for a lot of other people too. Earlier this week, there was a fundraiser so people can donate to the cause. Paul says he could shop online or strike deals with companies to pick up donations directly from the loading dock, but he wants to be more hands-on.
You feel good, and other people feel good. And while we're doing this, people will walk up and say, "What are you doing?" And we tell the story, and then people are like, "Oh my gosh, I want to help." So they'll give money, or they'll buy a coat and hand it over. And it's just great to see.
Their shopping spree won't be over until they bought 850 coats, enough to fill this U-Haul truck. And their involvement doesn't end there. They like to take part in the St. Vincent de Paul Coat Drive distributions too.
You can't write a check and just be like, "I did something." I believe you have to be involved because it gets other people involved.
From Mason, Andrew Setters, WLWT News 5.
Shout out to everybody who donated.
As the doors opened at Elder High School Shaper Center, the line stretched around the building. After a year of smaller events, this return to the St. Vincent de Paul coat distribution warmed hearts by sharing a warm coat with our neighbors in need.
That's all that our mission is about. We're all about that personal connection. So this is one day we're able to, fortunately, be able to help out hundreds of people, but St. Vincent de Paul, we're helping people every day, not just these distribution events.
In 3 distributions across the region, St. Vincent de Paul will provide coats for about 4,000 people. Each donation, a heartwarming gift, neighbor to neighbor.
I'm honored to help, but more I'm humbled and grateful for, you mentioned last year was a difficult year, the generosity that people have shown us that allow us to move this forward.
The LeMasters family have been longtime donors to this coat drive. This year, they brought in almost 2,000 coats to help someone else fight the winter cold.
We have about 25, 30 people that help us throughout the year now to be able to raise the money, to be able to get the coats, to be able to sort them, to deliver them. It's beyond us.
Brian Hodgman and his son Corey volunteered to shop and sort and do whatever needed to be done. From one neighbor to another, personal shoppers connected, finding the perfect coat, sharing the warmth of the season in the tri-state.
How are you? Good. Did you find any alive? Hi. How are you today?
And the message of caring for each other.
We've seen a lot of people come through these doors today, and it's been all demographics, and great to see the kids at Elder getting out, and then also the parents like me as well.
Richard Childs, WLWT News 5.
This has been a family outing event that we've been doing for years, and it's been great to see Max and Chloe not only help every year and do more every year in this event, but also bring their friends and watch them grow as they've done this. They have definitely given us the hands-on from the very beginning when it was going and shopping on Black Friday with the U-Haul to now where they bring their high schools. Shout out to Elder, shout out to Seton, and they come and spend what was a very cold day, again doing all the behind the scenes work to get these coats ready for all the schools. Coats, and more coats. Gotta love all these brand new coats. And from pallets and boxes to bagged coats that are all now part of our inventory, we now get ready for the final part, and that's getting to deliver these coats to a lot of schools, a lot of organizations, a lot of kids and a lot of adults that will walk away with a brand new coat. So not only shout out to everybody that helps us behind the scenes get it ready, shout out to everybody out there who helped to donate and give us the funding so we're able to do it. You are looking at somewhere between $40,000 to $50,000 worth of coats that are going to make hopefully 2,000 kids smile and stay warm this year. So thanks to all of you. Here we are, baby. We're back. So for everybody, again, thank you. We are rocking and rolling. We are coming up quickly on our next flip. As far, all good?
Yeah, it's all good. I was gonna prep show him stuff.
Yeah, we got stuff going on here. It's all good.
We're making friends.
Yeah, we got friends. It's all good.
Social life going on here.
Yeah.
Socials. We got socials.
Yeah. And anybody in the area, too, you're more than welcome to join our socials.
Anybody on? Anybody?
We got three.
Oh.
That's probably one.
Yeah.
So
We got two. It's 6 a.m. on Sunday.
I know.
Yeah,
it's not even 6 a.m. It's 5:49. I know.
Go to bed.
Hey, but we're almost there. So I do believe once we get through to 6,
Coffee's brewing.
coffee's brewing. We got food coming up. I mean, it gets better.
I thought about bringing a breakfast sandwich or two.
Oh.
I knew you had the.
We got our chef extraordinaire.
You had the charcuterie last year.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Round 2. You've evolved.
Oh no! So we've got a full-on chef.
Alan, did we just hit 30?
Yeah, we're 30.
Oh my gosh, that sounds a lot closer to 75. Sure.
It's not halfway.
You can keep looking at me.
It's close.
We're gonna this next hour. We passed that, or the next 2
I'm
hours
still
we
figuring
passed.
out what
Yeah.
I got demands.
So I know you do. We're gonna make this work. All right, so we got one more cocktail before we can.
10K is the beginning of it.
So, yeah, 10,000. And to be clear, in case you're just joining in, she's not looking to be paid $10,000. She is looking for the charity
To have raised.
to raise 10,000
Correct.
On the phone.
on the phone specifically.
But we are at what point?
We are at $6,250 for all the kind people who've already called just on this phone today and yesterday.
So I mean, it's not that far of a stretch goal, but
It'll be more than we got last year.
Yeah.
I the same.
All right, we'll get there. So, all right. So, our next cocktail. It's going out to Steve Turner Vault. You've met. Yeah. Fun guy. And I forget. He did not pick this cocktail. And
Puppy is awake now.
Excuse me. I'm trying to figure out why I picked it.
What is
What do you got? Oh.
I'm laughing at your comment.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm trying to figure out why I picked.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think he wanted.
Oh, you hit a wall.
No, I'm just trying to remember. He wanted. I can't remember why he. Monster. Yeah. So anyway, what I decided, I think he wanted something like kind of a classic,
Yeah.
kind of, and I decided I was going to go old school New Orleans.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, I remember now what the drink is. It's one of my favorites.
You kind of started it. So another building glass cocktail, and this is old school New Orleans, and we're going with the Sazerac.
Does this need a fancy ice cube that I not get?
It probably would be better with a fancy if we have enough.
How many are we need to stretch out for?
Fancy ice cubes?
Yeah.
How many more old fashions do we have, Alan?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 more?
5 more.
Good Lord, it's a lot of old fashions.
I think we got that.
So we need 6 cubes.
I think we're good.
So anyway, so we're gonna go Sazerac, and this is old school classic New Orleans. Got its name because they were created in the Sazerac Coffee House. So what's interesting about the Sazerac, and actually Shelby just had asked me about this. She's like, wait a second. Somebody told me they were drinking Sazerac rye. And she's like, is it almost an RTD ready to drink? Like, is that bottled Sazerac? And it's not. So what's interesting about Sazerac is that Sazerac it was the very first branded cocktail, meaning that it had built its own brand, not just in the cocktail itself, but also everything around it, so that you had a cocktail and you had this whiskey that they created specifically for it. It was a rye whiskey. You can get Sazerac rye whiskey locally. I do not have it. I have not actually ever had it. But it is also, get ready for this. You can throw right there. There is, it is one of only 4 cocktails in the world that is trademarked. So it is very difficult, if not impossible, to trademark a cocktail. And Sazerac is one of 4. What you got?
None. Miss Peggy's.
Yay!
Oh, yay! We got people waking up. Hey!
There's our little fresh one.
Hey, how's it going?
What? Oh, we're good. Yeah.
Got some newcomers, I see.
Yeah.
Toby.
So, I thought this would be a fun one for Steve. So we're gonna do it. Here it is. Now, the first thing we got to pull back out is absinthe.
Wow, that's in this.
Yeah. So, but now this one, remember I told you it's either a drip, it's a dash, it's a spoon, it's whatever. This is actually a rinse. So what you're supposed to do is basically pour
I'm not
it
sure
in.
the camera can pick that up, but it's pretty cool what it's doing.
Yeah.
Huh.
And
It's seen it. People have seen this done so many times. Oh, but it
pretty
makes
cool.
such a difference.
then
Shoot it.
so that's step
I'll
1.
drink it.
There was no hesitation between you giving the order.
Yeah.
Because I knew. I mean, no one here is gonna drink that but me.
The Sazerac.
So there.
Alan, your favorite part?
Sugar cube.
2.
Zuh.
2 sugar cubes in this one. Now this one, we got to get a different bitters. One we haven't used yet. Peach. No. Hold. Wait.
Which one?
My
Peychaud's?
Peychaud's.
Well, Paul, when you say bitters, is it really bitter or is it just concentrated whatever?
No, it is. Do you want to try it?
No.
It's a tincture basically.
Yeah. So very herbal.
Okay.
And
So it's essences of various
1, 2.
plants that have been distilled down.
We've talked about trying to make our own.
Yeah. So next year, when my herb garden's back up in full force, is when I'm going to focus on that.
You gotta Scooby Doo it. The muddling kids.
Barely get away with it over you muddling kids. So we muddle. Then hold. This one, you cannot go bourbon. This is absolutely rye only. So Sazerac in a bottle is basically just a own rye whiskey. She says she's going to just start pouring it in, fill it up.
So.
And then 2 ounces of rye.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
In the gallery.
Yeah.
So I was recently somewhere and they said that there is a Sazerac rye.
That's what we were just talking about. Okay. Oh, she's getting tired.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. So Sazerac rye, that is...
Or was I in the room?
You might have been out. You might have been getting the cube. But so Sazerac rye is in fact a branded version, but it's just a rye whiskey.
So it's not specifically different?
It's no, I mean, they'll say it's different, but in fact, it's just another version of a rye whiskey. It's just branded under the Sazerac name because it comes from the same coffee house building where they made.
Walked in when you said it was
Yeah.
something branded.
So
or there's a
basically,
copyright.
basically, it's where they make it.
Thank you for repeating.
And then, oh my God, absolutely.
Slow people.
And then we're going to come in with, just like we did it with the orange, but now it's a lemon. Oh, smell it.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of Shelby's go-to drinks.
For a nightcap, absolutely.
How about a morning cap?
Morning cap, yeah.
This is definitely.
Nothing says morning more than.
Can you smell that lemon and yeah. It's the thing, a lot of times people make a drink and they'll be like, I'll skip this part, or, I don't feel like making, getting a lemon or whatever, and I'll do it. But it's all these little things that really build the drink. Oh, yeah. That's probably, so if I had to pick, I would pick probably a Sazerac over an old fashioned.
Really?
Yeah, but my problem is I think I enjoy rye more than bourbon. I like rye. I like that little bit of heat. I like that spicy kick to it. So I will typically default that way.
Now, bourbon has that geographic boundaries.
It does, yeah.
How about rye?
Rye can be anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, it's wide open. As long as you meet the rye requirements, you're good.
Yeah, it'll probably be about right.
I
hear an alarm. I don't know whose phone it is.
Yeah, I don't either.
Not yours. Not yours.
The hour is 6.
Correct.
Oh yeah, we're ready to do a flip, aren't we, Alan?
Yeah, we are.
So for the couple that are there,
all right,
we'll shut it down and start it back up. Hold on, I'm gonna give you a couple things. I keep forgetting to put that in.
Oh, okay.
So,
another step in the evolution from year 1 to year 2. It's been kind of from the observer's point of view.
Oh yeah,
the production is amazing.
I have
totally.
over an hour's worth of. Hey, Peg, is your phone down here?
Are we ready?
I think so. Let's shut it.